Good evening, Peter. What do you mean, autoban you? What would autoban you? Let's see if I have a hat-trick picture as well. Difficult match today against the top team. I posted a joke above pretending to sell subscriber bots. Oh, wait a minute. I'm actually trying out something where I can see Twitch and YouTube chat at the same time. And it could be that it was actually filtering out some of the chats, but I don't see it anywhere. I don't see any chat message about selling subscriber bots, so it might have been filtered out automatically by YouTube. I don't know. Yeah, I can't see anything at all. Probably for the best, yeah. Well, it's not even included in, like, I know on Twitch it will actually show the message to the streamer, but I can't see anything or any mod for. Now, let's take a preview. We are actually better TSI wise, but the thing, they are 29 on average on Charafel or CNFC. That's the reason why we are leading on TSI, almost even on wages. But they are much more experienced than us. You can definitely tell. Better stamina. But we're not giving up without a fight today. We're not giving up without a fight. I can say that much. We did massive mess up against Mickey B. Havnen til det. I feel like we got robbed a little here yesterday. Let's check the replays. Maybe not. Maybe not. You're doing well, Peter. Is England playing tonight? Or nah, they played the other day. Denmark are playing tonight against Portugal. Oh, they're playing against Greece, I see. Oh, not going too well though. 2-1 on aggregate. How's the game been? Let's add the league games from IB3. Spain versus Netherlands. Probably a good match. I don't really see don't see Denmark having a good chance against any other team than Portugal in the Nation League quarterfinals. The status in the Campeonato San Marinese. 3 teams on 18 points and Malinas on 16. How are they playing today? Penarosa, they play Brigata Garibaldi. Malinas against Damiano Tomassi and Piccolo Obise. Against Aquavanti Calcio. Good games tonight. Very close. Piccolo Obise and Bramante. It's like they have an extra point compared to Tomassi because of the goal difference. But nothing more than that. BK's Union Belize and Vium Zonfri. To what main stat would you take an international hopeful if you had a 3-season-old team like in HGI? It depends. Depends on the position as well. But I would, if we're talking or if you're talking under 21s, probably Titanic. He's good. For winger, it could be less if you were going for a PM heavy winger. You could go like double magnificent. Just until they get too expensive. Yeah. What kind of winger towards the midfield, or? I would go for something like I have a fairly I'm not going to like the scout that I'm talking to about Stefan Schneider. This guy. That's like the preferences of the Danish. Usually. Around double supernatural playmaking winger, something along those lines. Yeah, this is a pretty good prospect, right? But there's so many inner midfielders already in this generation. We'll probably make him into a winger. That would also utilize his scoring, but he's a very good player, if I should say so. But that's also the idea with this Viking team. I need to fill my mirror back. Oh, sorry, the microphone was muted. My apologies. Been yapping about stuff. I was just checking to see if IV3 was still rated as number 1, 4th division in San Marino. It is. Mostly because of Rafael OC and FC, but I've been thinking about perhaps moving serious, but on the other hand, I do have people who have been in the chat before during the live streams from the league, so it feels like abandoning people. And I really would prefer to beat the ones that I've met in the league and promote once we are ready. It's no use promoting without being ready to play in the top 4 at least next season anyway, so. Right now we're in 3rd anyway, so. No reason to speculate too heavy in those scenarios about promotion right now. But maybe next season. Would be interesting if we had a higher division group as well. Oh, you mean in the HGI? It would take some time to funnel the teams into the higher division. But if they adjust the league like in Denmark, at least in Denmark, you have 2 direct promotions from the lowest level, Division 6, and 3 and 4 goes into qualification. In that sense, it would make sense to try to recruit more people, more managers for the entire pool, because it gets less predictable once people start promoting more often. But right now we are, because it's like in this division, obviously St. Anna will promote, but it's perfectly fine. They should. Or maybe, what? It's not obvious at all. They're lacking 10 goals. Wow. But in 130, all right, they lack 20 points. No goals, I mean. What am I saying? They lack 5 points and a lot of goals, right? But I don't know why or when, I should say when, they are going to do anything about the amount of teams in the Hat-Trick International. They could probably narrow the lowest league in the pyramid. Juve forever. Highest salary here. But it definitely would be great fun to have even more leagues. The problem about HGI is the fact that you need a premium version of supporter in order to access it. Which probably does exclude at least a few in the community. But it's a nice chance to play with a wider community, compete against each other, not only in arena matches, but in actual leagues. And I mean, if we got like 4 potential candidates to come join the HGI, I would definitely suggest moving into 3 separate leagues and have perhaps a few bot teams or something like that, because that will also increase our options in order to try to funnel into an HGI 4 division at that time. Potentially, with some luck, right, you could funnel 4 teams into a promoted per season. It gets a little complicated after that point, but yeah, if we have more people in total as part of the whole community, yeah, I think that's so. That's also why I took the chance and just moved over to V109 and then just announced. But it doesn't seem like, it's not like I get a lot of requests or people asking about it. Hey McCulloch, how are you doing? Almost game time. I think the appetite is out there. Yeah, perhaps I should do more promotion. Like start talking about it basically now, but perhaps post a new video. I mean, the YouTube channel did gain quite some traction since we opened up HGI. Perhaps if I make a proper video about it. Can you explain the chance distribution? Tell me what is happening in San Marino. One sec. Looking at a match ID here. Oh, the chance distribution was 9-1, you say? Okay, you should get 6-4 roughly, right? What kind of special events did you get? You got a quick event, a scored from event. That's an individual event. Then you got an unpredictable event. That's not tied to scored on a 2% chance. Right, so the thing is, if you look at the ratio here, you should, like normal chances, depending on the position, you should get 6, they should get 4. So they only get 1. That's unlucky for them. You get 7. Nah, it's not like a very, like it's not a crazy outlier or anything. But like the quick events are based on the numbers game on the field, right? So where's your quick player? Oh, wait. So you started with quick players. Ah, yeah, because that would explain that you win this battle, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. It does look like you were a little lucky with the chance distribution from the beginning of the match. And he had some luck scoring from the 2%er. Then again, a quick event. Oh, yeah, okay, I misunderstood. Also, one of your events is actually a chance for your opponent as well, because you almost made an own goal. You have to keep that into consideration as well. Or take that into consideration. It's not that far off, because if you look at the end of the match, you should have a 7-3 scenario roughly from 10 chances, right? Yeah, he was a little unlucky not to get any chances and score on the only one he actually got. Whoa, we are quite even here. Excellent pressing. So as I said, we were trying out something, winning the midfield battle, hoping for a right chance. It's a strong team we're up against today. Potentially Mickey B. The unknowns, let's have a look. Interesting. Central attack from the unknowns. The unknowns could potentially win this one actually. Ladendicht. Yeah, they're playing the bots. That will guarantee some goals to report. That's nice enough. BK Junior Police. Pressing. Inadequate. That's not a lot though. Penarosa Bramante being pressed here. Outstanding. That's a pretty good tactical level. But should be advantage for the defending champions. Figaro Obiza up against a utopian counter here. If they're lucky, just lucky if they stop here and hit the central attack. Could go either way, but also a bit of a semi-decent side attack still. Valpork. Pressing from the away team, but it looks like big advantage for the home side here. Maialinas, Damiano Tomasi. This is the match of the week, I think. All even in the middle. Pretty good attack conversion rates though for Maialinas. They should be big favorites actually. I did play one of my wingers as an attacker towards the wing here. We'll have to be lucky if we are to finish second. But oh, stadium completely filled up this week. That's nice. Mickey B takes the lead. Oh no, that was the thing that wasn't supposed to happen. From a penalty, referee Paulo Lualdi. That means we are 4 points after. Enrico Bossio, 300 matches. It looks old. He's only 30. Wow. Question is, do we have enough stamina? With the pressing, excellent. We have been oh yeah, and one major thing that makes everything so much harder for this match. I am missing my keeper. My Titanic keeper. With him fielded, we could probably have played this without during the press. $100 games for Camalini. Nice. Mickey B. Oh my. Who's the referee? 2 penalties. Talk about being handed a ticket for the lottery by the match engine here. I should go swap to the 10,000 days of blaming the match engine t-shirt that I have. Damian Tomassi attacking on the right side. He probably won't be able to score from this one. Yeah, 5%. How about the stamina for weak stamina? Uh-oh, I see you. Passable. Inadequate. There's a few of them which are problematical. Problematic. Ladenbeek attacking in the middle. Yeah. Hey Ben, good to see you in chat. It's been a while since I saw you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you're busy with... Oh, I think I read that in your cycle... Your cycle thread. In the Federation, right? The thread in the Fed. Raffaello with 6 wins in a row. Hoping to stop that today. Ladendich with the goal. Savoli. Central attack, 12 minutes in. Oh, they are catching up with us. Go away. Go away. We have an injury for Avanti Aquaviva Calcio. It's Eval Reumert, and he's been replaced by Attila Bokros. Central midfielder. 11 stars. 10.5. We do actually gain a little in the midfield. Oh, he's Danish. Eval. Or Reumert. Matteo Casare. The bot misses. Time for a right attack for Denmark. For Inter Calvehave. Garibaldi. On the left here, Chikokna. Makes it 1-0. That's an important one. Regular chance. They're almost 3 levels after in the midfield battle here, but they take the lead at least. Sanotti, 8.5 stars. He's turned his form around now. He was down to a passable, but now back up to solid. Feels good. Piccolo Besa. I think they have a free kick here. Let's keep an eye on this one. Tyson Edwards with an appalling effort here from the free kick. Still deadlocked. Yaroslav Skripchinski. Oh no. Oh, it's the worst. The keeper. We don't have a keeper. Basically, we don't have a keeper today. Good job, Rasponi. Good job. I wonder how much more I would earn in the third division from sponsors though. I think it's at some point I will have to like see if I can find a tipping point on when it actually makes sense to invest in some players, because San Marino being a smaller country, I could perhaps be doing the cycle business at a higher base level, having less divisions to promote as well when going for competitive play, that is, and also just generally having a higher base income. But I probably should wait until I have a higher base playmaking level. Perhaps it's not even necessary to fill the entire team, I don't know. But certainly doesn't make sense to do this before we get the PNF in, which will be in a half a season's time or so. Could be start of the next season we bring him in. Still being trained elsewhere in scoring. The unknowns with a counter attack down the left. Oh, he didn't make a hat trick from a double penalty and a free kick here. At least. Damiano Tomasi attacking down the right side. Pochilski. That's not where they want the attacks, for sure. Missed Pinarossa with the equalizer. Did we done it? Avelino Lemebrito. 20 minutes played here. The right back. Oh, we can check his stats. Titanic set pieces. He's good. Ole Granlius. Ole Granlius. Gets a bandage on. Swedish right back for AC Vionsonfri. Gaetano Vincenti. Attacking down the right for Latendicht. And he makes it 2-0 now. Halfway through the first half. They have doubled the lead now. Very good. For Ladendicht. David Balducci. Myalinas takes the lead against Damiano Tomassi. It's a central attack, 55% chance of converting, and they do so. That means they go level with no, it hasn't updated. No, they go level with Piccolo, Obicia, and Pernarossa. And now we have Damiano Tomassi leading, or trailing by 1 point, I should say. Oh, it's so close. Yeah, Zanotti down the left, 4% chance. Zanotti. Every now and then you have to score a lucky goal. Nah, he misses. Myalinas. Oh, it was the goal from before. Sonic pressing away an opportunity for Valbok here. Free kick for Avanti Aquaviva Calcio. Dirk Stadisch. Dirk Stadisch hits the crossbar. Unlucky for Avanti Aquaviva Calcio. Injury. Oh, it's the unknowns. Unlucky. BK's Union Belize. Oh no. Miguel Navarro. Oh, 22%. A second chance. Ah, well. Just over 40%. It's better than if we get a chance in the right side, so can't argue much of it. Can't argue much against it. But that means Ladendicht moves ahead of us. That's a little worrying, actually. Are we playing Ladendicht in one of the remaining matches? Oh, we play Ladendicht in the final match of the season. Interesting. I suppose it's a bit of a stretch here without the keeper. Lokomotiv Ladendicht now up by 3, and they calm down a little, please. Please calm down a little, Ladendicht. Heinrich Wintersteller. An attack down the right. BK's Unibilis with the free kick. I said that before, but it hasn't moved, so we'll do a reload here. No goal. Piccolo Obise takes the lead against Avanti Acquaviva Calcio. And I seem to have lost connection. With this button, a dung button. 30 minutes in is when, already Loretti losing some of his capacity. Hopefully we can take advantage of that. Sonic again with the pressing. Fourth. I don't like the side of this. It's a bad look. Mickey B attacking again, I think. Maybe it's not an attack this time. Mikael Friedhoff's name. Oh, he's up for sale. Are they selling out? They're not. They're selling a few players. Dudamel. Friedhoff, we just looked at him. Tomic. Crazy. Good players for sale. Little reload. Ladendicht now 4-0. Cool it. Laat in dicht. We just need to be a little lucky here. But the fact that we're pressing and we are trailing doesn't look too good. A loose ball. It's cleared. I think it's a counter attack. Bossio missed the central attack just a minute ago, and here we have Aquaviva Calcio. The run. Dirk Stadisch. The keeper then. Oh, it's a 3%er. On the right. Unlucky. Unlucky to get the counter in the side, which has a lower chance to occur than the central attack. We press away an opportunity now. That's nice. Belpork takes the 2-0 lead now. PNF opportunity for Pekaric. He misses on the left and then he takes advantage of the rebound, making it 2-0 35 minutes in. Team presses successfully. It's the good side that we have an advantage in, with this back actually showing signs of a bit of a capacity loss due to low stamina. But a lot of things have to go our way in order to take the win here. Flavio Tani. Oh, let's have a look. Central attack. %. Central. No goal this time. Maybe, just maybe, a little chance before halftime. 7 minutes to make something of the position here in the first half. Rashid Haj Saeed. Could make it 5 now. Slow down. They score again. No. They could still score plenty. Please don't. I mean, you should definitely bash the bots. Please don't go ahead of us on goal difference as well. The unknowns miss a 15% chance on the counter. I think it's how was the supernatural? Yeah. It'll take something special for us to go past Mickey B now. How are the fixtures towards the end of the season? Mickey B against the bots. Looking to Landlicht. Again, Chara for it. In that case, we would at least have to steal some points from. We'd have to win today against Charazuelo. Why, Litwowski, why were you injured for this one? Basically the real match we need you to win. That's unfortunate for us. Really is. Four minutes remaining in the first half. Little chance. Right here. Right in this corner. Boom. Al-Jamasi is showing small signs of losing a bit as well. A bit of his performance. Come on. Just a little goal before halftime. You can do it, guys. minor goal. A little goal. Second half. Surely we'll be turning this around in the second half. Hoping. Now, here's a chance. I can feel it. Zanotti. Do your thing.
What's funny about that?
Guess not. We'll have to wait for the next. The unknowns. Henning Halser. Henning Halser. Germany. Rather Danish sounding name though, but yeah. At halftime we have a deadlock still between BK's Union Belize and Virum Sorgenfri. It's 0-0. 5-0 for Lokomotiv Larnaca against the Bots from Fiorentino RSM, and then we have Mickey B leading 2-0 on 2 penalties in space of 3 minutes against the unknowns. Paulo Lualdi with a brace from the spot. Referee. Piccolo Pisa leads 1-0 against Amanti Acquaviva Calcio. And then we have Valpark leading 2-0 against Sonic the Hedgehog United. Myelinas lead 1-0 against Damiano Tomassi FC. And the reigning champions of San Marino, Penarosa Bramante, are currently drawing 1-1 against Regatta Garibaldi FC. And that means Piccolo Pisa leads the top flight now with 2 points down to Penarosa Bramante, tied at 19 and just a single point ahead of Damiano Tomassi, so very close in the top flight, certainly. A short break here, just a few minutes before we'll be back with coverage of the second half, so be right back.
What's funny about that?
10 minutes until the second half, where we hope to see a bit of a turnaround. Hopefully. Yeah, but looking at the replays, or the simulator, at least, it'll be hard, to say the least. It'll be hard, to say the least. Now, let me see. I was looking for something in global. On the conference here. Just to make sure that I don't say something incorrect. Oh, yeah, tomorrow morning. The Hot to Tempo podcast will be airing a new episode, or releasing a new episode of the podcast, and I'm the one doing a guest appearance on the podcast for that episode, so stay tuned for that tomorrow on Spotify. Hot to Tempo podcast. See if I can just plug it for a sec here. There we go. The Hot to Tempo podcast. Most of it is in Finnish. I don't have a chance to understand it at all, but maybe you do. But it will not be in Finnish, and I haven't tried to say anything. But perhaps you'd find it entertaining to hear about different stuff. I mean, there's been some pretty interesting guests on the show before in the English-speaking episode. Tassos, the HG, Nicarana, HG Score, stats guru of the Hat-Trick Masters, as well as Papa Mish. At some point here, yeah, there it is. So, definitely a few episodes to check out in English there from the Hot to Tempo podcast. Back to the live page here. Let's see if we can. I need to look some English episodes up. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I've made 4 episodes of my own podcast, and maybe haven't heard much still about making an episode from Switzerland, but last weekend we did have one of the managers in chat claiming and saying that he wouldn't mind talking a bit about Swiss Hat-Trick Live. And the idea of that podcast is to talk to people around the world, hearing about Hat-Trick Live in different countries. We've been to Germany. Who's that? That's the Swiss manager. Right now he's fairly newly started. Let me just check, see if I can remember. I won't know them. It was T1. But he at least said he would be interested in perhaps doing an episode about Swiss hat-trick life. But as I said, we've been in Oceania or Australia. We've been to Germany, Finland, Vesku, the author of the Hat to Temple podcast. And Denmark as well. And while it doesn't necessarily have to be thematically beyond just being from another country, the other subjects in Denmark, I had a chance to talk to now a former GM, but like the GM hat-trick life in Denmark. Then the special thing about the special topic in Oceania was because they have this weird constructed nation rather than just Australia, right? Germany, it was a fellow streamer, also playing a lot of Age of Empires, and then I had a talk with Vesku because we were talking about podcasts and national team management as well. It's coming up to my year anniversary, right? I started nearly 3 seasons ago. How do I see that? Oh, that's cool. You actually create another account? Yeah. I've been talking about it ever so often, but I think it is an iterative experience for most people. Hat-trick not being quite taken in, not clicking with the game, because it is a special thing with the pace, right? I mean, I remember feeling frustrated about not being able to like farm it, right? Like if you play a traditional manager game, you can just like, yeah, we can zoom ahead to the next youth intake or the next transfer window. There's no such thing in this. That's what I like so much about it. There's definitely also a ceiling, unless you're day trading in set pieces or something crazy, right? But yeah, that would be pretty tough to do nowadays because of the market isn't as hard as it used to be. You know, back in the day, if you bought a player and had played a game in midfield for his like if I bought one of your players and he had played midweek in the midfield and I got him before the training update in your country, and he would get the training update in my country, he would actually get training as he played. So you can imagine the amount of trading going on back then. It was crazy. Now also try to imagine, like at the very height of popularity, we had almost 1 million users. 200,000. It's stable now, which is a good thing. It has been on a rough decline for a lot of years. Not a rough, but a somewhat steady decline. But it's the app is fantastic though. I despise... No, I don't. But I mean... My first team was in 2002, so we were not facing the possibility of a phone app for... I mean, the way I use the phone app is you can do a lot of is the devil? Nah, I mean, you started with the app. Oh yeah, but definitely also true that like the platform for recruiting new users today is definitely to go through the app. Like the app is what is supposed to attract people to play such a game now. Now the way I use the app, but I could only use the app if I've made my preparations well. Like if I scouted out the players I need to find. Myelinas double their lead now, 2-0. And looking alright, I suppose. Nothing decided still. Like if I have scouted the players, which is usually what I would want to pay attention to on the go, where I don't have access to the browser. But I can't scout. I can't scout effectively with just the app. It doesn't work for me. With my filters and the tools that I use. I wonder if moving the app in the direction of having more features like the external plugins would help. That's constantly what's happening. And I can definitely tell, like from some of the newer users that I've met at like hat-trick meetups and stuff, that use they probably started like the last 5 years. They know about more features in the app that the veterans don't notice because they generally don't use the app as much as others. So like ways of copying threads and yeah, I mean, but they are constantly like doing minor tweaks to the app, and it's a good thing. Training planning isn't in the app. Need to plan out 4 teams, yeah, I can definitely imagine. But that's also one of the usage statistics that the HG has mentioned, that they now have a lot of players primarily playing through the app. But you have to remember, and there's also something they had to acknowledge the fact that more people, they see more people playing exclusively from the app, and that means they need to update the app, because the app wasn't really developed as a standalone tool, but it was meant as a companion tool. But they can't treat it that way anymore. because such a large percentage of the player base, I don't know the exact number, but so many more are playing exclusively through the app. Hey Hampson, tried the app 2 or 3 times and I just can't. Hat-trick is for the desktop or laptop. Yeah, but you're probably a veteran like I am. Mickey B, is this another penalty? I'm gonna flip my table. No, it's not. I can't flip my table. I could, but I can't because it's standing towards the... I would have to be more pissed off than this. Right attack from Giovanni Gasparoni. Right attack, 50 minutes in, 3-0. Maybe we all need to get suit, tie, and iPads out on match days, like a modern manager. Yeah, maybe. There's at least a few things that I would have, but I mean, I don't. A pad just for hat-trick? Yeah, if it can run, if it could run fox trick. A bit overkill, maybe. You know, I've considered, like I have a few iPads, but that's because of work. But they don't support fox trick, right? So I don't use them because of that. That's not entirely true, but I just ordered 200 new iPads for exams at work. Oh yeah, we actually swapped like the oldest. Just have computer rooms. Oh, we haven't had that ever since, like, all the time I've been employed in the school system. There hasn't been a computer room anymore. $80,000. Wouldn't mind that. Ah, I see. They're actually moving towards pen and paper exams in Denmark because of AI. And it's it's complex. Further education like BTECs in carpentry and health and social care. Been in that for 9 years. Ah, I see. But it's a complex issue because, like, if you focus exclusively on the exam, obviously they shouldn't use a tool like that to cheat, right? Exactly. And like the day they are out of school or they have to move on to the next step, at least in our case, like it's going to be part of their lives. So in my case, I'll be focusing on an exam for like a period, like a week in their lives, or we focused on a tool that they potentially get to use for the rest of their lives. And shouldn't they rather know the drawbacks and the possibilities and everything about this tool, rather than it being abolished because you could potentially cheat with it during an exam? Another PNF goal. Hat-trick from Pekatic. Double PNF events. Yeah, that's the case here as well. Like initially they said, oh well, the AI will be excellent to check if there's AI involved. Fiorentino RSM, the bots. Another Zanotti, Pierluigi Zanotti. Helps us a little, ironically. Well, I think it really depends whether you go with a discourse focused on the ability to be able to cheat, or if you are looking from the perspective of how could we help people learn even more than what they are today or now. How do we avoid, like, I read about research done basically by journalists at BBC, because they had BBC articles that haven't been scraped by any AI, and they could already detect hallucinating AI from just having like Chat GPT and other very effective and advanced language models, right? Just having them like read this article, then fact check it, and it would even alter the quotes. So it was already hallucinating, like at such a simple level. So like fact checking your sources, double checking everything just becomes so much more important for the young people that I work with every day. They don't get better at that by us removing it from their But I heard a professor in the field stating, like, if we choose to abolish it, it doesn't remove it from their lives. we just don't have any way of supporting them or sparring with them. If we choose to say, you're not using that in school at all exposure they have to working with such a tool will be from their own experience. Hoping that we don't, if they want to cheat with it, that is, which is more likely if they don't get any support or don't have any meaningful discussions about the matter. Heinrich Wintersteller. But we're also playing this game that has little to do with AI. Lokomotiv Landlicht, 6-1. No, you can't. The language models cannot scrape the forums. And you're not allowed to but I mean, now sometimes it's also about what do they really think AI is, because I can definitely tell that a lot of people, if you talk about AI, they immediately think something like they think like from a black box. Like something goes into a box and then it happens and then something comes out the other side, right? We also have an expression for this, like when we teach math. Like do you understand how the computer algebra system works, which is a requirement to learn when you go to school in Denmark? You have to have some kind of idea of what's going on. But if you have just a little knowledge about what AI is and how it works, you know that this is AI. That if I remove all my players and I do like this, oh, I want the best possible midfielder for this position, and then I can just do like this. So, right, so you would say, could AI play hat-trick, right? Well, it can. They are providing you with AI. This is just data-driven machine learning AI. Oh, that's the keeper, right? So I should probably start there because he's better defender. But so AI just said this. I just picked the best one. Yeah, might as well be magic. Exactly. But the thing is, you could also talk, like, they have never seen a sample of like machine learning, where you just have learned, because it's always about a pattern, a data-driven pattern, right? That's also, like, I also think about how could we teach the pupils how to Yeah. But I'm starting to prepare some lesson plans for like 10-year-olds, perhaps a little older, perhaps even younger, where we, instead of working with an AI, like trying to talk to a language model, we also try to train. No, but you could create your own models. Like you could train your like, Google has this little thing called the teachable machine. It's pretty cool. Valporg goes up 4-0 against Sonic the Hedgehog. Left attack 66 minutes into the game here. Lorenzo Raggini. And the unknowns reduces the lead. It's now 3-1. Pierre-Louis Murat. Brigata Garibaldi takes the lead. This is very lucky so far for the guests. But to do stuff like to show them how, for instance, a machine can, or a model can recognize different facial expressions or different colors. They could create their own patterns, and then they could program something that does something if the camera detects one color, right? Also, in order to learn that it doesn't do anything automatically until you tell it how to do it automatically, or you I mean, sometimes it feels like people or you could it's only your imagination. Now the fact is, if you Google teachable machine, you could create models from sound and from visuals, like pictures, and from gestures as well. And then you can use the input-output in like a programmable. Like for instance, for kids, you have this MIT developed thing called Scratch. And you can load it in as an extension, and then you can sign language AI chatbots. I guess if you trained a model to recognize, sure. I mean, I haven't actually looked into it, but that would be an excellent example. 7-1 for Ladendicht. I'm getting a little worried now because now they're just 3 ahead. 3 behind on goal difference. No one to practice with. Oh, so you see, and that's actually another use case that I've heard about AI for, like, if I wanted to practice speaking Italian or any other language for that matter, and I feel insecure about talking to another person, you could do that with conversational AI without having to face a real human being, and then you could get to practice. But that's actually a use case scenario as well. Because you could train it, and then you could have others practice sign language with the model. Lars Johan Tulling, PDIM. Oh, but he's supposed to convert that attack. Sometimes the PDIM can actually press away a chance for your opponent if you want to convert it. Yeah, there's people arguing sometimes on the forums if it's the right way to go to employ a PDIM if you are playing on the counter. In a close affair, where you are close on possession, it does make sense. Often. 8-1 now for Lokomotiv Ladendicht. Stop! Stop! You're crazy! We're just 1 goal ahead on goal difference. We really have to beat Ladendicht. Raffaello. Oh wow! They miss a central attack. I mean, could we get just a little right attack? That would be crazy to train a sign language robot. That's... Can the defense be too low to make it worthwhile? I don't know. I mean, I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain I heard Papa Mish say, like, if you are around Titanic defending level on like a high level, like top flight play, you could probably press away chances in every now and then, right? I had one like I have this guy in Denmark. So the cool thing about this guy, he's close to Titanic. But he'll be such all round that I could easily play him offensively as well. And then when you need to close off a game, if you have the lead, you could play him defensively in order to try to press another chance away. And he's half a year older than the rest of the... roughly. A little right attack. It's time. 36%. VM Sorgenfri takes the lead against Belize. No, but the thing about PDIM, if you imagine that it's the last regular chance for your opponent, and he comes down on the attack, and you have to convert it, and then your PDIM presses away the chance. How does that feel? Oh, he comes down the middle. I'm skeptical. Yeah. Give us some right side attack. And a goal. This is crazy. Ten minutes to get a right attack. Penarosa with the equalizer. Avellino Leme Brito. But Picro Obise looks like they will be opening a gap now. They have a chance at least. They have a chance at least. Zanotti, could you get a chance on the right side? Would love to see him returning focus to the club. You could argue that he's been a little distracted by the adventure with the San Marino under 21s. But that's over now. It's time to roll up the sleeves and get to work, Zanotti. We are expecting to see you. He's actually won the top scorer award one season, but that's a long time ago now, to be honest. Less than 10 minutes to go, come on. Interkalvade. Off to the Nations League rematch with France. Alright, good luck with Raffaello and versus Portugal. Thank you, Hamson. Have a good one. Have a good one. Hope you have a good match. Oh, you lead 2-0 on aggregate. Bring it home. Penarasa now taking the lead. They turn it around in the end. I put the data of my player into ChatGPT and it went through and commented on every statistic, suggested 2 position and 2 training options to start with. And yeah, okay, but like, does all it refer to? All the things it suggests, does it actually make sense? Because some, I made a few, I had it. It's been a while now, right? But I had it come up with suggestions on how to run my team in Hattrick once. I didn't load any data into it. I just asked from what it could possibly know about Hattrick, and then it started talking about concepts that would make perfect sense if you were training a football team in the real world, but you can't do anything about those things in Hattrick, right? Zanotti. Oh, we don't care. It's the fake Zanotti. Hey, King Slime. Good to see you in the chat. Up 5-0 at halftime. We are trailing against Raffaello, which is fair enough, to be honest. We don't have any keeper fielded, so hoping for a little luck down the right. We're playing pressing today simply because we knew that this would be the scenario with a lot of attack. Honestly, it seems to recognize the HTML of a player profile in Hattrick and give perfect advice linking to existing guides. What guides does it link to? Now, we also have, like, since I tried something along those lines, like, there is this gray area of whether because they're talking about like Gemini, like the Google AI. We're talking about, oh, but we like our language model Like it's able to like know things from YouTube and stuff. And then people were pointing out, but didn't you say that chatbots weren't allowed to scrape data off YouTube? Specifically the YouTube video transcriptions. And they were like, no, we didn't. So they trained on YouTube as well, which they had said was not allowed, right? The team I'm against gave up and has like 7 players on the field. That's annoying. Sadly, my keeper got injured for 1 week. They can take resources about YouTube, I guess. Well, it's a gray area, right? Because it definitely is. But if you look at Perplexity AI, you can see that it's definitely looking through the transcriptions, because it converts YouTube videos into, like, you could take one of my like the guide on how to install Foxtrick on an Android device, and it turns the video, or the transcription, I think, into a step-by-step guide. 5-2 now for Penarosa, and AC Sorgenfri takes a 2-0 lead against the Belize. Set piece. Yeah, I think we are looking at battling for third with Ladendicht, which is a bit less than I had hoped for at the start of the season, but it's my own fault. But there's a lot of things we get a left attack. %. We need a right attack. We need a right attack. Or attacking the right side being on the right. Now, Sorgenfri gets a right attack. They miss. Honestly, this is fair for Penarosa Bramante. Back into the lead of the top flight here. Extra time, 7 minutes. Please. 1 minute. Okay, so we have to score now. Zanotti, it's time. Come on, we need a highlight. Highlight. Yeah. No, we lost. Yellow for Mircea Alexa. But we could have lost heavily. But we needed to win, so yeah, I mean, well. On the positive note, we did fill out the stadium today, so it's a pretty penny, at least. We got 3 chances on the left. Yeah, here we go. It's over. Okay, 11 replays for Raffaello. Maybe I shouldn't feel so bad. Let's check. Nah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, 43 without any goal. 42 matches with just 1 goal. I mean, yeah. Not updated yet. Yeah, I mean, it's no. Yeah, but it's because it's looking at football, possibly like football in general, and it looks at other management games. Like, for instance, if you wanted to develop a central midfield in Football Manager, where would you play him, right? How would you do? There's the updated table. Still only 3 points between 4th and 1st here. Next round. Bramante against Avanti Acquaviva Calcio. Okay. Tomasi versus Piccolo Obise. Whoa. Violinas playing against Sonic the Hedgehog. How about... Oh. And Violinas Obise. Wow. Oh, monitor the selection criteria. Yeah, but I mean... IV3. We're down to 4th again. Vium Sorgenfri in the next. What kind of ratings do they produce? Some sort of all-round. Yeah, we should be able to work with that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it would hallucinate and draw on other sources, because there's most likely not any, like, enough. There's not enough core data about Hattrick to draw on. But you're not supposed to do that either. The remaining matches. Sorgenfri, Unknowns, Lokomotiv Ladendicht. It's a fun run in here. We need to win all of them. We need to win all of these matches. Target man. Oh, what about the tactics? At the end there. How are you doing in with your English team? You promoted. $15.90 Defender cycle, okay. Oh, I was thinking you have so many fans, but I have. You know, sometimes having just one, I mean, it's good fun. It really is. To have the chance, like I said it, the chance to. Back when I started playing Hattrick, you didn't have training estimations tools, or you had it in like dedicated Hattrick manager programs, like Hattrick Assistant Manager, developed by a Danish manager back then, or Hattrick Organizer, and you would get an estimation, but it wasn't it wasn't as effective as it is nowadays. So sometimes you would like really be excited to see if your player popped or not. And you get that feel. At least I did get that feel when I was awaiting the form updates to see if my player would have a chance to actually play in the under 21s, which kind of gave me that original feeling of the training update. Anxiety, or not anxiety, but it was nice to feel that. I do still have a bit of that for like the rest of the season with my striker, the PNF. You do have level 6, right? We must have promoted. Form coach. Yeah, you need a form coach in order to 14 stamina. Or does it believe that you could reach 14 stamina? Or percentages? Yeah. That's also, I still have a form coach in the Danish team. I did get rid of my form coach in San Marino. But yeah. What? You haven't trained stamina yet, have you? Is it gigs? Anyway, if you need some input on how to set those percentages, let me know, because we did get some quite good guidance about also how to calculate the exact level of stamina. Oh, I thought you were laughing like, yeah. And then it's so if you go to minute 90, how is it? Small nation. So you take the percentages, you subtract 9 and divide by 10, and then you have the stamina level. So he's I think at least, let me just double check. Yeah. Minute 90. Check his stamina with the mouse over. Come on. Show me. I don't think it might not show on. So it's 78. Then you subtract 9. So he is at 6.9 stamina. Now you know. $7.7. What? That's just a way to calculate the exact stamina level. Oh well, the model is like in this case, the stamina percentage in minute 90 minus 9, and you divide that by 10, then you have the exact stamina level of the player. like this. Right, everything after yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't know this until we got the stamina instructions for the under 21s campaign. Well, things definitely change once you have to take under 21s into consideration as well. Also, a thing like, let me show you my the guy that I have at the moment. So today I played him only 45 minutes in scoring position, and then I moved him to midfield because we were leading. And then I'll have to train the final 45 minutes in the friendly. But I really don't want him to play in the friendly. But I also need to win my matches in order to finance my cycle. But if you look at how often did he play as a forward in my league game, 45 minutes today, right? Wasn't fielded and played midfield in the friendly. But it will also make, you will have to like if he gets selected, that is, if he gets into the squad. Inner midfielder again. Inner midfielder. Inner midfielder. Inner midfielder. Inner midfielder. Forward. That's because he wasn't selected at that point, I think. So you do have to sacrifice some of the games, depending if they want to save him for like Friday, Monday. Then you take the injury risk on the midweek. Then you only have a Friday game sometimes, right? But right now it's very busy. And he's almost at excellent experience now, which is nice. Then there's the age. He turns 22 the day after the final. It's just, let's go all the way. I think training international hopefuls is what I would like to build my squads to, except for Aldrington. Oh, that's nice. I mean, the cool thing about that approach, and that's also a thing that I've learned to appreciate more now, because I've talked to national team coaches in person at the Hat-Trick meetup. And I've been part of a national team for the Denmark seniors, although I didn't contribute much because I don't know much about Hat-Trick on an international level. And there's a few more things that you have to be aware of. There's resets in between the World Cup rounds and stuff. And like if you just want to hear about it, it's like they will teach you, because I bet you every country needs interested managers to try and help manage and manage and also do administration stuff around the national teams, because then you have the people scouting players, you have the tactical advisors or sparring, you have people just taking care of data. I mean, the cool thing about being in a team like that, it becomes so much more than just managing your own team, which is very cool if you have the time and dedication. And look at the managers involved in the national team in Denmark, for instance. And Junker, he's the one who won the gold medal with his team 14 years ago. Wow, crazy. It's been 14 years. If you look at the under 21 team in Denmark, you know, I joined the Welsh forum. Well, I like see the Danish under 21s team. They have the coach, tactical advisors. They have a guy from like this guy from Norway. He's just, they call it the Goy Master, and he's just a banter guy. So he like before each match, he presents some banter about the upcoming game. So and it's like there's many components in Denmark. In Denmark, there was a period where you would basically promise to host a hat-trick meetup if you won the election. See the scout and under 17 scout, so we have managers already snapping up players at that time. Most other countries do have that, so it's not like that's something out of the ordinary. Oh yeah, Buffington, yeah. There used to be so much more like that back in the day. I remember one of the Danish champions had a player, before you could change player names. For some reason he was spawned with a middle name 75D. And because he was kind of unique in that way, he created, like, if you imagine like David Beckham and Victoria, right? And he would like create stories about how if he performed badly in a match, or if he was sent off, it was because they had trouble in their little relationship. And he was like this complete narrative about his star player. Coincidentally, one of the good players spawned with a very funny name, or like a glitch or something. And he would write a lot of press releases about that as well. It was good fun. And a lot of managers made elaborate press announcements and had a lot of fun with such things. But you can definitely tell that it's I used to enjoy the FM streamers that would do the same and dress up for cup finals. And yeah, like, I mean, you get to build a narrative and some stories, which is fun. Very cool kits as well. I dislike that you can't watch other teams' kits in more detail or easily. But now you say, I used to enjoy FM streamers who would do the same dress up for cup finals. I actually have something planned, which you might enjoy the look of. And it'll be ready fairly soon. But I won't spoil anything about it now, because it's actually quite close. I'll wait for the press release. Yeah, maybe it's a press release. I guess one of the comments you could for some people at least would be likely to hear from such a thing would be, gosh, are you that much into your hat trick? And the answer is, on a scale from 1 to 10, yes. Oh man, now I'm getting a little excited. I mean, I should be able to get it ready for tomorrow, so soon. Oh yeah. True. Binary. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I'll most likely be able to stream next Saturday. Shouldn't be any hindrance, which would be nice. So hopefully I get to show the things off that I did prepare. Hopefully be able to finish it tomorrow. Now I can't wait. Release date? Nah, for me personally, the release date is tomorrow, I think. But I think I'll get to show it off on Saturday, I think, yeah. I would prioritize streaming on. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Oh man, I'm getting excited now. It's a little annoying because, you know what? It's something that I have all the components. I just have to combine everything. I could show all of the components not combined, but that would just take, like, I wouldn't spoil it. So I'll just have to take it easy and just finish it tomorrow, and it'll be done and ready. Three games remaining. We can only make it to third at this point, I think. Mickey B, they play the bots the next round. Wait till it's out of beta, yeah. Mickey B, laden dicht. Oh, they play. Ah, that's why we. Damn. Nah, we can finish third at best. Minor update on the situation in Denmark. We might actually. Don't build it up with the others like you just build it up with me. I'll. They could have been here, didn't they? you expect fireworks now? Oh, I mean, now let's not. I think you might find it funny. Anyway, I have to go get ready for bed and get ready for my other work in the morning. The work that actually pays. Because this is just an expense. But it's an enjoyable one. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Taking part in the stream. Have a great evening. Work pays for hat-trick. Yeah, certainly. Have a great evening. Have a great week. I expect to see you guys next weekend. I hope so. I expect to be here. Hope to see you guys. Take care. Have a great week.